Uno mas.
Hello,
What
stragglers.
is up? Welcome back to the Nerd Vibed podcast. It has been a couple of weeks, like two for us. And we have Jake specifically has a new mic. I am using my mic that I've had for a couple years now. And Jake is using a mic I got recently. If like the audio of mine is like too shitty compared to Jake's, then I may just consider getting like a new one for myself. Um, but if they sound okay together, then you know that'll be good. So yeah. Um, what has been happening in the landscape of gamings and movies? I thought I had a thing to talk about, but I forgot off the top of my head.
I assume you
So
watched Deadpool and Wolverine, so that's
I
why.
did not. um.
I did
So
watch Thunderbolts
he did.
last week.
Okay, you want to talk about it?
Yeah, I'm not gonna get too much into it because it was, I saw it last week. But honestly, better than I expected.
Hmm.
I I know the state of the vibe of Marvel past Endgame as everyone thinks it's like shit, but
Yeah.
honestly, like I'm not really as, I guess, cynical, and when I see people review and like do like, oh, this sucks, and it's just like I will respect people's opinions, and I can understand people want to have a more critical sense, but I'm just thinking like, at the end of the day, this is an adaptation of comic books, and comic books are one of those things of medium that you just need to shut your brain off because of how wonky and ridiculous it is at
Yeah.
times.
It's a superhero movie.
Yeah,
It's
so
not.
it's like, so sometimes I think it gets a little too much. So that's why it's like some of the newer stuff I still like, I like it, but at the same time, a lot of them don't have rewatch value for me.
Hmm.
That's my stance with post Endgame. It's just like I like it, and I thought it was like a good movie. Not the worst movie in the world, not the best, just good. But there's just no rewatch value for me. But like there were some exceptions. Like this is a hot take, but I really did enjoy Multiverse of Madness. Obviously Spider-Man No Way Home, but even that, I feel like No Way Home, there isn't a lot of rewatch value. I mean, I've rewatched it a couple times, but it's just like, I think like after those couple times, I'm just like, you know, second act, like the last act, just really good, but not really much that I'd be like wanting to watch. But oh, and I can't. Oh yeah, Guardians Volume 3 too is was also peak as well.
I think
Deadpool and Wolverine as well. But
uh the thing with the MCU is that people probably got fatigued from the MCU after Endgame, and then when Marvel kept pushing out movies and shows, people were just like, okay, like the casual fans for the most part, and people who just were not like into like the superhero like stuff nitty gritty, were just like, whoa, okay, this is a lot to follow. Like, I'm not sure I want to follow along anymore because
mm-hmm.
like the MCU leading up to Endgame and all those stuff, it was so mainstream, and um I didn't follow it at that time at all, and I wish I did, but I assume like there was it was semi easy to follow, and because like everybody was just like so invested into it, so if you weren't paying attention to it, you were just a loser, and I was a loser. So yeah, I just think that after the MCU, not after the MCU, after Endgame,
Yeah.
um, like I had the same thought process as well, where I just saw all these like TV shows and movies happening like within months of each other, and I was just kind of like, I this is too much for me. Uh, you know, I can't do this. This is not for me. So that's probably definitely part of it. I think people are just being too hard as well a little bit, but
Mm-hmm.
obviously, um,
Yeah, because I think Endgame
that's gonna
really.
happen.
I think Endgame, even though I will admit I don't. I think Endgame was a really good movie, but I I think it's way too overrated because like it was like you gotta remember this was like the movie was like 3 hours long
Mm-hmm.
and it's kind of a lot of filler
Uh huh.
for that 3 hours, and it was like honestly like that 3 hour runtime was just like we gotta go big with this one, and they did because it has probably the best final battle up, probably like top five final battles in superhero medium, not just like Marvel, but just all superhero mediums in general. Even though everyone got mad about the girl power scene,
I mean, yeah.
it was so forced. It's like, I mean, it kind of was, but at the same time, it was still fucking cool. Like I said, this is a medium that you have to shut your brain off. Like,
Yeah, just like enjoy the fight going on.
yeah, like look at all the lights and the things going boom and stuff.
Yeah, it's like, but like no, focus on the woman that went. We'll take it
Focus
from
on the
here.
DAIs, yeah.
Yeah, focus on the DEI white women, the straight white women.
But so yeah, like yeah, because it's like I never really, yeah, because when all these newer ones come out, I'm like I don't hate them because it's like I know a lot of people will when I say that like I like them, they're just like, well, you need to develop more of a thinking brain, like you gotta like, but it's like you again, it's just like but you're coming at this with like this bias that you're like you're fatigued with the Marvel movies, you think they're getting too woke, and you're like you're coming in with these biases, but I don't know. It's just I think it's just we're in a time where everyone has to be this like critic, and everyone has to get their opinions from a clickbaity YouTuber with every time a new Marvel movie comes out, like this movie ruined the MCU. The MCU fell off. The MCU is dead, and so everyone watches that, and then they get their opinion without even watching the movie,
Yeah.
or they go in with that movie having those biases, and I and it's just like I said, this is a media. It's an adaptation of a medium that you like. You gotta turn your brain off. Like it's just you're there. You're. It's just something. Just like you're there to have fun. Like not think about it too much. And like someone can like, and if someone like points out like the nitty gritty and the nitpicks and stuff, I'll be like, yeah, I agree with you, but that's you know unless it's like so like, and just for me in films in general, it's just like it's got to be like so painfully bad that I'm gonna be like, yeah, that was a bad movie. Like it's
Uh,
gotta be painfully. But Thunderbolts, I was not everyone was kind of crapping on it leading up to it. Like oh, this is just gonna be another woke Marvel movie, like female leads, female blah 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 blah, blah whatever. Trailers look solid, and but it was just all the, like this is a terrible lineup for this team. They picked all just the super soldiers, and like how are they gonna fight this god and stuff? And but when I watched the movie, I it's really good, and I saw some reviews. I didn't like try because I again, you don't want to come in with that bias of like seeing a bunch of people being like, "This movie sucks," and then going to watch the movie, and then you're gonna be thinking that the whole time. Like, you gotta have your own. You gotta have your own
Yeah, that's why I don't pay
perspective.
attention to people, because I see people like complaining about movies all the time, but when I see them personally, I don't think about it at all because I don't care what anybody says because everybody online is just negative for no fucking reason anyways. So,
Yeah.
and then I always walk out being like, "Oh, I like that movie. That was a nice movie." And then the next day I see people complaining about it on Twitter. It's just like, okay, well, I thought it was fun.
And it's always like some like dumb scene that's just like this scene, let alone ruin the movie, and it's just like, okay, it's just someone going to the store.
Yeah, someone doing a funny scream, but okay. Like, a really infamous one with that is Love and Thunder.
Ooh.
I enjoyed it for what it
Oh, you
was.
watched Love and Thunder?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I enjoyed it for what it was.
I thought Ragnarok was better.
I didn't watch Ragnarok.
I think Ragnarok was better, but I do think that um it kind of those movies kind of changed the direction of Thor. And you can argue if that was a good decision or a bad decision of Thor being more comedic. Because if you compare Thor to him in like Love and Thunder and Ragnarok to him in like, let's say like Age of like the second event, like the first couple Avengers movies, you see there's such a huge character like change that Thor was a lot more serious, but in this one he's just this like little goofy goober.
Huh.
But yeah, I didn't I didn't hate Love and Thunder. I didn't hate Love and Thunder, but I didn't. I think Ragnarok was better
Hmm.
because I think even though there was some goofy shit, think it balanced it out more in Ragnarok compared to Love and Thunder. And I just think they kind of I I think they completely fumbled with the villain.
They did. I completely agree.
We literally got the God Butcher, and he only killed one god. And I remember we were like literally when you were in the scene when he's in the room with all the gods. Did you think Gore was gonna show up and like do a massacre?
What scene?
The scene where Thor's with all the gods of like the various religions and stuff.
It was nighttime, right?
It was like Zeus and stuff.
Oh, like the Colosseum, like the
Yeah,
fighting.
with all
I,
the gods. Because that was literally all the theories where we're like, Gore's gonna show up and like kill everybody.
uh,
Kill all the gods because he's the God Butcher.
yeah.
But nope, it didn't
The
happen.
only god he killed was in the first 10 minutes.
Yep.
No one else. And then he fucking imprisoned kids.
Yep.
Wow. What a waste of Christian Bale, by the way.
Yep.
Like,
Like they just they fumbled just so badly with the villain.
yeah, they did. That's the aspects that I don't like about it. But like the undertone story with, what was the fucking girl's name? Do you remember?
Jane.
Yeah, Jane.
Jane Foster. Yeah.
Yeah, like that was a good story.
The cancer and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Um, but obviously with the fucking villain, yeah, I mean that's where the hate is deserved, obviously. And I'm not saying people are hating on the cancer gene story at all. I'm just saying, like, for the Christian Bale scenario, they fucking floundered that opportunity so hard. And I will completely agree. But just in general, it's a superhero movie intended for children, so I don't take it seriously. I don't think about it and lose sleep at night. So it was a fun movie. I enjoyed it. The only thing I didn't really like about it, to an extent, were besides the villain, the God Butcher, um, with the fucking llamas. I thought they were funny a couple times, but then
Yeah.
like they kind of kept going on, and I was like, okay, that's the Screaming Goat MP3 that they just replayed again. Good
Yeah.
one, guys. Again, it's funny the 15th time.
Oh, and some of the CGI in that was also horrible. I'm never picky on CGI, but that was the one movie that I was just like, you fucking floating head. That literally took me. That was like one of
Mm.
the few times that CGI took me out of a movie. That floating head, just like Thor, we need your help. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, it just. Oh man.
This is from a multi-billion-dollar company. You
Yeah.
want, and this is and this so ironic that this was around the time the VFX artists went on strike
Yeah.
when that came out too. So it's like, yeah, because it's like, we're being overpaid, we're not made to work as hard. And then I'm like, I'm looking at this scene from London Love and Thunder, and I see where you guys are coming from.
Uh huh. Clearly, you guys are onto something here.
Yeah, like it usually doesn't bother me that much because it's like it's all fucking fake anyway. So it's like who like who honestly gives a shit at the end
Yeah.
of the day? But it's like if it's so obviously like out, like it feels almost out of place in like the movie. It's just like, yeah, this does not look good at all.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that. I think I remember we live such in a crazy time now that I think they like edited the floating head, and I think they somehow made it look worse. So like the movie, they literally like the film, they literally sent out a patch update for a movie, and I think they still fucked it up. It's like, but yeah, like yeah, because when the reviews were coming out for Thunderbolts, and they were like, "This is the best Marvel movie since Endgame," and I'm like, every fucking movie has said that, and so I wasn't like, but literally opening scene, I was just like, all right, I'm hooked. I'm
Yeah.
in. I'm in. And like this surprising movie that's about like trauma and mental health and stuff, and it's like, wow, where well done, good characters, like defeating the villain with the power of friendship, but it actually isn't cringe.
Mm.
That it actually like makes sense, good dynamics, good banter, the comedy, like really good comedy. Like a lot of the MCU movies, they feel like sometimes the comedy can get kind of forced.
Yeah.
Like they just like, okay, we have to be funny for somehow, but this one had really solid funny moments that just overall I do think it was like this was like to me this was like the first like this generally was like the first good MCU movie since Endgame that wasn't like a cultivation movie. And what I mean is just like Deadpool, like Spider-Man No Way Home feels like the cultivation of like all the Spider-Man movies. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is like the finale for the Guardians of the Galaxy, and then Deadpool and Wolverine is kind of a finale for Deadpool.
Mm.
And pretty much all like the early 2000s superhero movies. I'm not going to say why because you're going to watch it at some point, but that's what I'm going to say about that. So what I mean is like the first good MCU movie that doesn't feel like it's like a, like kind of like a tribute thing, I guess you could say. Yeah, it's like it's kind of its own standalone thing. And I'm excited for Fantastic Four in a couple months, and obviously with Doomsday. Honestly, Doomsday is gonna be the make or break for Marvel. If Doomsday somehow sucks, it's like it's over.
Yeah.
Because that's like the one movie that's got all the eyes on, like, because Robert Downey Jr. is coming back as Doctor Doom. Not a casting I would have 100% expected. Nobody expected it, and
I mean, it's cool, but like the thing with the Robert Downey Jr. thing is like it feels so much like, okay, can we please be relevant again? Look who we have back. It's the GOAT. It's Iron
yeah,
Man. He's back as the villain this time. It's like it just feels forced to an
yeah.
extent.
Oh yeah, everything with Doomsday feels like it's like we have to like we got to save the franchise because it's like we got to bring the Russo brothers back because they directed Infinity War. And they honestly they probably directed like every Marvel movie that you'd probably put in like S tier or high A. So bring it, and even though they were like after Endgame, they're like, yeah, we're done with superhero movies, we're done. But they gotta bring them back. Then they gotta bring back Robert Downey Jr. for Iron Man, even though I mean Doctor Doom,
Yeah.
but nobody wanted that. Like I'm pretty sure they couldn't have casted anybody else, and I think everyone would have been still hyped. But I remember I like watching that reveal, and everyone when the mask came up, and everyone started freaking out. Like everyone's like, because everyone's just. Because I will admit, there are some MCU fans who like will just suck up everything and
Yeah.
not care. So when Robert Downey Jr. comes out as Doctor Doom and it's real, everyone's like, "Yeah, let's go!" I would have been if I was in that like crowd. I would have been sitting there being like, "What the fuck is going on? Like, what are we doing right now? Like, guys, can calm down, guys. Can we?" Guys, please, like, have some level of criticism, please.
I mean, yeah, the first time I saw it, I was like, okay, that's cool, that's hype. People are excited. But then the more I thought about it, the more I was like, this seems very desperate. Like, this is pretty much Marvel going like, we are fucked. Please watch our movies again.
Yeah, please help.
Please support us.
Yeah.
Literally a cry for help.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Just it's gonna be interesting, I guess, with because
Oh yeah, and I do think yeah.
Peter,
I'm kind of waiting for the whole multiverse shit to finally end. So I think that's kind of
you think all these superheroes together are just starting to get all mushy and bland?
no, just multiverse stuff in general.
Oh, so just like other companies and brands just like starting their own multiverse stuff or whatever.
Yeah, but
because of the
Marvel,
success
yeah,
they
Marvel's
saw.
just kind of dragging it out, and I don't. Yeah, so and I also think with Doomsday and Secret Wars, it's gonna come out 2027. That I do think we're gonna. Everyone's just having all these like theories of who's gonna be in what, and like literally everyone went like. And I love that when they did the cast reveal for Doomsday, which you probably saw all over social media.
Yeah.
Everyone was. We literally got confirmation of the 2000s X-Men coming back, but everyone was still mad. You're like, where's Deadpool? Where's Spider-Man? It's like, guys.
They said that wasn't even everybody.
Yeah, but the people are still just like, oh my god.
Obviously, Spider-Man's gonna be in there and possibly Deadpool.
Yeah, but then it's like, you got to remember that this is the Russo brothers who also did Endgame, and they kind of know how to build the big everyone coming together thing. That's probably going to be saved for Secret Wars.
Yeah.
But again, and it's like, because everyone's like, I hope Toby and Andrew will be in it. And it's just like, I don't want people getting their hopes up, and then the movie comes out and it's like they're not in it, and then it's just like, this is the worst movie I've ever seen in my life.
It's people like that where they just build up false expectations for no reason.
Yeah.
And they see it and they're just like, well, this sucks. This isn't what I wanted. It's like, no, you thought of an unrealistic scenario.
I remember, yeah, like literally, literally when Doomsday and like I remember I don't think not Doomsday, but like when they're like Secret when they announced Secret Wars, literally TikTok there was like here are the mirror matches we could see in Secret Wars. I'm like, God damn it, guys, guys, you did this with Multiverse of Madness, and you guys think that was the shittiest movie Marvel ever made. But can you guys not? Do you guys not learn?
Yeah.
Because I liked Multiverse of Madness, and literally my one criticism with the movie is because I was on the internet too much, and people, I kind of set myself up for disappointment
Yeah.
because of like because everyone just wanted a bunch of cameos from, and they didn't. We got cameos still, but it was like people wanted like this to be like huge, and when it didn't happen, it's just like, well, this movie sucks. This movie's so cringe and stuff, and yeah, I thought Multiverse of Madness was, and it was also because I also am more familiar with the director of how he does shit, while people only assume him for the Spider-Man trilogy.
Yeah.
But I like know his other stuff. Yeah, because I remember like, dude, I remember being like online when the post credit scene with Bruce Campbell, and everyone was like, "This was the worst post credit scene ever. Like, what is such a waste? Who is this guy?" And I'm like, you did not just say that. Like, you don't know. You don't talk like that about the goat. Like, you just like people just didn't get it, and like, so I do think Multiverse of Madness is overhated. And I, like I said, I think it's just people were on social media too much and had all these expectations following people who have these like crazy people saying they were an insider who were like, guys, I got the scoop, guys. You're not going to believe who's in the movie. And then they watch the movie and it's just like, it's like, why are you blaming the movie? Be mad at the people who are telling you these lies.
Yeah, like what?
Oh, and of course there was the literally with Multiverse Man. This was also so ridiculous. Like I might have talked about it maybe on FGC, but I might have talked like literally one of the characters like backstory. There was literally lesbians in the movie for like 10 seconds, and like I think like one of the Middle Eastern countries banned the movie, and all the people who live there got more mad at the movie than their country being mad at a gay scene that was like 10 seconds.
It's like a whole other can of worms.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
if you're that mad over 10 seconds.
There wasn't, and if I remember, it wasn't not even a kissing scene. It was just, oh yeah, I have two moms. And they're like, how can they do this?
This scene ruined the MCU.
Yeah. I can't watch this movie because of my country.
What's next? Spider-Man, Venom, gay sex?
Oh. Oh no.
Atrocious.
Like, yeah, like people being more mad than a movie added gay people which caused the movie to get banned in their country, but not mad at their country.
What a stupid fucking thing. Just stupid people all around.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I so it's just like, so now because of like Multiverse Madness, just like every big movie now, it's just like
Has a huge telescope on it.
yeah. I'm really, even though like there was some rumors and expectations for Deadpool and Wolverine, but I'm glad that it was something that people were satisfied with and not mad, because we did get some good shit in Deadpool and Wolverine,
Hmm.
and I'm I'm glad people were not mad, because I know there was some expectations for certain characters and stuff, but I'm glad that people were not pissy about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there is just a lot of pressure on Doomsday that it's gonna make or break. It's
Hmm.
either we're either it's either it's either we're gonna go back to like peak Marvel, like Renaissance, like it was like a decade ago, or it's like, yeah, this is gonna be a major decline, that they're gonna lose like most of their fan base if the movie sucks.
Yeah. There's no way this can fail
Yeah, that
at all.
I do have good faith, because I do think the Russo brothers have directed like some of the best MCU movies. Like the second Captain America movie, like holy shit, that is still one of the best Marvel movies of all time. The Winter Soldier, and then Civil War. Oh my god. You got Infinity War, which was I think the best Avengers movie. Endgame, like I will trust them. I will trust them. But but there's still some doubt in my mind that it's like there could be a fuck up, like
Uh,
that may or may not be out of control, because a lot of times I do think sometimes the director gets a lot of shit when it's mostly the studio too.
yeah.
Like Spider-Man 3, the original Spider-Man 3, like I don't blame Sam Raimi for that. It wasn't his fault. The studio just wanted Venom, and Sam Raimi didn't understand Venom, and that's perfectly okay. But they just insisted, like, we need Venom in this movie, and he didn't want it, but they were like, you have to, and he was like, okay. And so, and I'm pretty sure he was meddled a lot with Multiverse of Madness as well. But I do think, I do think that I don't blame him, because I remember walking out of like when I opening night for Multiverse of Madness, and I was leaving, I heard someone just going absolutely off on it, walking out, and they're just being like, this is why Sam Raimi has never directed a good movie in like over a decade or something. I'm like, dude, like
Okay.
someone's mad that Tom Cruise didn't show up. Someone got mad Tom Cruise Iron Man didn't show up. Yeah, that was a big thing. Everyone wanted Tom Cruise Iron Man, but didn't show up.
I mean, I guess. Okay.
Yeah, like okay.
Cool. That would be cool.
But yeah, I mean, so yeah, like I don't know if I'm probably not. But once Thunderbolts goes on Disney Plus, it's like I'm gonna watch the shit out. That was so good. It's one of those movies that it's just like takes a bunch of already established characters that you couldn't stand or anything, but it makes you like them. It shows them growing as people.
Uh,
That they're not a bunch, because they were all basically villains, and then by the end of it, they're basically superheroes now.
yeah.
And it's like you see all of them just growing, and I like that. I like that a lot. I'm completely blown away, and it was a really fun movie. I but so I'm hoping Thunderbolts is like gonna be the start of like them putting a lot more effort into their movies. And I have skipped a lot of the shows because I don't really. I think I'm like you that like right now that I'm like I'd rather watch a movie than watch a show.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of burnt out because I heard the new Daredevil was really good, but and my uncle every time I talk to him he's like, "Did you watch Daredevil?" I'm like, "No," and he's like, "Why not?" And I'm like, "Dude, I'm just like I'm kind of burnt out from watch because back in like a couple years ago, it just every time there was a new show, it with the shows, it's just like you have to. They were coming out like in a very short amount of time apart, and then like you'd have to tune in like every week, and I always felt like I had to watch it right on time because like as soon as you open social media, you're gonna get spoilers, and it was just like it just became so daunting, and it was just like the last MCU show I watched fully. When I mean that is like investing, like watching the new episode every week. Secret Invasion, and fuck, that was horrible. So that kind of just killed it for me. That was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna really pay attention to the shows anymore. They were like all of them were kind of, to me there was only like three good ones. All of them were just kind of meh, in my opinion, or either meh or just downright like this is just fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, but I know he was like, um, you forgot you were gonna talk about something, but something just came up because we're gonna talk about gaming. We gotta talk about Xbox.
Why is that?
Xbox saw what Nintendo was doing and it's like, oh, we're gonna fucking do that too.
Yeah.
We're gonna charge $80 for our games too.
Yeah.
I knew this
Yeah.
was coming. I knew this was coming. By the way, I knew someone was one PlayStation or Xbox was gonna be like,
Oh, dude, we could do that too.
yeah.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I think that, something like this was inevitable to happen. The situation with Nintendo is that they chose a not good time to release their console because of how bad the economy is, especially in America, which is, if America is doing bad, the rest of the world is going to feel it. So, yeah, they pretty much were handed, a bullet and were like, all right, shoot yourselves. And so basically, Nintendo was just like, all right, I mean, here's the price of the console. It's still the same. Everything, though, is about at least $10 or $5 more. And obviously, when the prices first got leaked and were officially released, people were just like giving Nintendo shit. And yeah, to an extent, they should know that, high prices are not a good business practice. But it was pretty clear that it was going to go down this route, for just video game prices in general.
It's always gone up.
Yeah.
I feel like it goes up like $10 like every few years.
Yeah.
Because like when we were in like,
I've always just remembered $60 games.
yeah, when we were like in like middle school and high school, like new game was like $60.
It entirely skipped 70, so it went up by 20.
No, a lot of newer games, AAA games were 70. Like the new God of War and stuff were 70.
The only like $70 game that I was familiar with was Tears of the Kingdom. That's it. Maybe another game or two, but I wasn't really familiar with Nintendo doing 70.
70 is the current right now for like AAA games.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's just I think the price of like if you want like a deluxe edition has gone up like significantly, an extra
Uh,
like $20-$30. That's where it's like gotten like, oh, okay.
yeah. So I don't I don't agree with the decision. I'm just saying like it was going to happen. I'm
Yeah,
not thrilled about it, but
I I
if
I
you entirely are blaming Nintendo specifically about this, it's not their doing. It's just literally they're like this was the worst thing they've done in terms of like prices in so long. Like people calling them greedy. Like, have you guys not looked at any other company?
they're all greedy.
Like, I'm not saying Nintendo isn't greedy either. Obviously, I'm just saying like just because Nintendo is just like, we're gonna have $80 games and $70 games and all that. It's like, oh, so now they're the greediest ones.
I'm not. I don't blame Nintendo. I just knew as soon as I saw the $80 price tag, I'm like, okay, the other two are gonna follow suit now,
Yeah,
because and it's just gonna be the new norm.
yeah,
Because that's just what happens. It starts with one game and then that's just gonna be how it is now.
yeah. It starts with one of them just doing something, which is usually half the time Nintendo, and then the other two, which is usually Xbox and PlayStation, follow suit. Because now another thing is that Xbox as well is following. Usually they're the third one to follow suit. Um, they are now venturing into handheld
Oh yeah,
hybrids.
they're all three of them are gonna. There's gonna be a handheld war. I know. Yeah, I've heard that. I heard that a while ago that Xbox wanted to do something handheld related, and then PlayStation was like, "Let's bring back the PSP," and like, mm,
It's like, all right, PlayStation, you can get away with this because you've technically already like had a couple handhelds, so like this isn't out of the ordinary. Um, just like sure. I mean, obviously you're doing this because of the success of the Switch and the Steam Deck, but sure, go ahead. But Xbox, you've never had a handheld.
to be fair though, PlayStation also realized that the Portal was like fucking awful, so that's why they're also bringing back the PSP. That's just like, which they shouldn't have just done in the first place. If they were like, okay, let's do handheld, but they're like, yeah, let's get a big screen and cut the PS5 controller in half, put it on both ends, boom, handheld console. So genius. Those things look like I wouldn't know how to. I wouldn't know because it's like so spread out and it's like. And I think they changed it, but when they first came out, you had to have your PlayStation on for like remote play. So it's like, what's the point of it being remote then?
Yeah.
Because it's like if my console's already on, then I'm just gonna if I'm in the same room with my console, why would I use the handheld if I can just play it on the
There's
console?
very specific scenarios where it works out. Like if your dad's abusing you and watching the game because his team is losing, that's a scenario where it works out. I speak from personal experience. So just kidding. I'm actually just kidding. Who am I? So yeah, there's examples where it works out in that scenario. But yeah, obviously it's stupid as fuck. The point of handheld gaming and portable gaming is you can take it anywhere. That doesn't have to be linked to your home console. That's the entire point of
I
a handheld.
I do think they fixed it, but I still think that I think
The damage was done.
the damage was done, but I do, and then there's like another thing was just I think you can only play like a select few games, and I think it's like only with like your PlayStation Plus or something like that. Which is, and I haven't tried it myself. I mean, if I can play the newer Spider-Man games on the go, I absolutely. But it's just I'm just gonna assume that it's probably shitty quality
Yeah.
anyway. That I'm like not even gonna try. But again, it's like look at like Switch with like the Joy Cons, and then just imagine like how like tight it is. Like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, yeah,
what they did was just cut the PS5 controller in half and put on both ends of like the thing, and it's just like it's just. I feel like it'd be very uncomfortable. I haven't tried myself, but it just looks something that looks kind of uncomfortable.
yeah. I agree. Like it's I don't have a problem with like the handhelds being a thing. It's also going down that route, but just it's also first when they are just like, oh, detachable controllers. It's like, okay, this is just a industry normal thing now, I guess. So that's cool.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I don't know what Xbox be cooking. I
Yeah, they also raised the prices for the console. The
oh yeah.
console that came out 5 years ago,
Yep.
which
Okay, but to be fair though, they do have Xbox Games Pass, which like you can play like new games.
that can also be found on PlayStation.
For like full price. Yeah, I think honestly, I think the Xbox Game Pass is keeping them afloat and their fucking Steam thing.
Yeah.
Because yeah, like we talked about in Outlast, which probably has not come out yet, but like they partnered with Steam, and I will just say if they if they are able to do like, and what I mean is if they have built-in Steam and the kind of built-in Steam that's not like you can actually like play your games, your Steam games on your Xbox, it's over.
Like connect to your account.
Connect your account and just play the games you have, because that would mean does that mean Xbox would have like some of like the PlayStation exclusives that were ported to PC, and it's just
Yeah.
like yeah, it's over.
I don't think it would go that far. I think there'd be limitations to what they can
Probably.
do input thing over to the Xbox Steam thing, but
It'd probably just be like link your account or something like that, or
oh no, I'm talking about like the PlayStation things. Like this is not allowed on Xbox because this is
yeah.
PlayStation.
I mean, I remember I did see a comment that was just like, yeah, you know, and they're like, guys, you guys know PlayStation just pull the plug on it.
Yeah.
It's like, well, no more.
Uh-oh. Whoops.
We're not giving Xbox God of War and Spider-Man. Nope.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Yeah, they could usually just, and then people could then I don't know if they can, but people can sell their accounts for a lot of money.
Yeah.
I don't know if they can get away with that, but people would certainly try if they have like a pulled game or something, because this is just kind of how it goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, gaming's. Oh, and then GTA 6.
Yeah. The second trailer came out.
I didn't watch it, but I know
I
everyone
did.
I know everyone absolutely went ape shit over like the tiny things. Like guys, the beer has bubbles. The beer's got bubbles, guys.
I saw a tweet where it's like an entire thread about like, look at these details in GTA 6, and the first one was of like the guy walking inside a doorway. One of the main characters, the guy, and it's just like a red circle on his arm. And I saw to it like, holy shit, he has arms! I didn't realize that
They're not playing around with this
they're
one.
not able this time.
It's either the two things with the GTA 6. Well, first of all, like everyone got mad about the delay, but I'm just like, we're gonna get before GTA 6 memes now. Like,
yeah, it's eventually going to turn into like when GTA 6 comes out. Like obviously people care less about this game, and I'm not saying like let me finish. Like this isn't a dig towards that game. It's just GTA is like way bigger than this franchise, but this is gonna happen to a lesser extent. But people are gonna be like starting to be like, oh god, this happened before Sims 5.
Sims 5 got canceled.
Did it? They're not making a Sims 5?
Nope.
So
Got canceled.
Sims 4 is just gonna be it.
For now, yeah. I was really. One of our friends was constantly shitting on it, but I thought it was like some of the ideas I heard were very ambitious for Sims, but then it was just like, nope, canceled. That's just EA for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I think they said they're gonna innovate a lot of stuff from Sims 5 into Sims 4. So yeah, I guess Sims 4 might be it. I just some of the funny memes of just like me and like me dying in like the 2070s and GTA 6 finally releases.
Yeah.
Like I'm finally dead and it comes.
I'm on death's doorstep and it's fucking releasing tonight. Are you kidding me? The ghost dropping it. They didn't even announce like a 10th trailer for it. Like, are you dead ass?
I remember one that was just like a cat like crying, and it's just like me when I'm finally able to boot up GTA 6 and I hear the 5 trumpets that Jesus is coming back.
Oh my god.
Just booting it up immediately, and it's just like, oh no.
God damn it.
Oh man.
Repel. Yeah, I mean, we will definitely play that game when it comes out.
I will admit, for like when they said that it was on looks pretty good for PS5. I mean,
Yeah.
It's probably gonna be something that it's like gonna be one of those things that's like it's like you might need the Pro for it, maybe. I don't know, but I've talked about.
I will not get the Pro.
No, I don't.
For GTA 6.
No, I don't. I don't think the Pro is worth it unless you literally have like a really good monitor or a TV. You need like 8K to get the most out of a PS5 Pro.
Yeah.
And that's not easy to get.
Yeah, not at all.
So I never thought it was worth it to upgrade.
Not in the slightest.
I'd rather just wait for the PlayStation 6, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah. It's definitely gonna be, and it's gonna be. I understand that it is the most anticipated game of all time, but it's like people are gonna be complaining about like the Nintendo prices, but as soon as the pre-orders for GTA 6 is like, I'm pre-ordering day one.
Yeah.
The deluxe edition, the $200 deluxe edition.
It's just. Yeah, it's just gonna be the most tone deaf PlayStation fanboys imaginable, who will be like that.
It's honestly, I've seen both ways for it. I've seen Nintendo fanboys also like shit on PlayStation, and then obviously with Switch 2 stuff, it was just like, oh my god, it's gonna be. But it's both ways. It's both sides. It's just how it's always be. It's not.
Yeah.
That it's just like, they're gonna complain about the prices, and soon as that GTA 6 pre-orders go up, it's just like, I'm getting it day one.
Hell yeah.
Day one. I might get it just for the fucking lulz, just being like, because this is like. Man, because like GTA 5 came out
2013.
Yeah, holy.
We
were in fucking middle school.
Yeah, we were in middle school.
We were in middle school.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna finally play the 6th, and we're finally gonna get the 6th one when we're approaching our Or early 30s.
Yeah, we're halfway through our 20s.
Yep.
More than halfway when it comes out.
Yep.
Uh, Definitely me. You'll be probably 25.
25, 26. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I know because I know a lot of people were like, when the delay got announced, everyone was like freaking out and like, oh my god. It's just like, dude, shit happens, man. Usually delays can. I don't know if this is true, and I'm just generalizing, but if a movie's delayed, it's probably not good. But if it's for a game, it's probably for the best.
Yeah.
That's just how my experience has been. If it's like, if a movie is getting delayed, it's not a good sign. But if it's for a video game, it's like,
Uh,
they're gonna make
there it
sure
is.
it's better.
Yeah, they're gonna tweak some things.
Yeah. My God, guys, can't believe there's bubbles inside the beer. Like, oh my God, GTA 6, best graphics ever.
It's like, alright, guys. Like, yeah, that's cool, but are you gonna, like, be shooting cops in a police chase, but stop when you see a fizzling beer?
Elon Musk won't.
What?
Elon Musk won't.
Yeah, it's
I
too
love
much for him. It's too much for him.
That post.
He's never played a GTA game because
No.
he can't bring himself to
Yeah.
shoot a cop in GTA.
I love how he actually tweeted that thing. He was like trying to sound all noble and stuff.
Yeah, I can do
And
it.
everyone's just calling him a pussy.
Literally. Oh my god, dude. Just. I can't think of a more successful loser in human history other than the man himself, Elon Musk.
I can't play GTA. They want me to shoot a cop. I can't do
I
that.
cannot shoot the cops. Like, okay, buddy. Jesus Christ. You just can't do it.
You know you're playing a game called Grand Theft Auto.
There's a crime in the title.
Yeah, there's literally a crime in the...
Like, there's a law called Grand Theft Auto, and it's when you steal a car. What do you think you're going to get into?
I thought I was just going to steal...
I thought I was just stealing cars the whole time. I didn't think I was shooting cops.
I don't know. No. Just imagine like Elon, he's playing like one of the GTAs and he like steals the car, and then he's just like and then there's like another mission. He's like, wait a minute.
Oh, wait.
I
thought I completed the game.
I thought this was it.
Yeah, it's like the first mission.
Steal a car, and it just cuts to black.
Yeah, it's like Elon's just like, alright, hell yeah, brother. The mission 2 pops up. It's like kill a cop. And Elon's just like, oh no, wait, hang on.
I was expecting like he was expecting like just like him stealing the car, and it cuts to the game credits. like yeah, I did it.
It's like an arcade game where it's just like you steal 5 cars, trying to get the high score, and if you don't, you get pulled over and shot by the police. And go to jail. They throw your dead cops in jail. Hey Elon, I'm sure the first 2 games will work out for you. I don't know shit about the first GTA games at all, but you know, it's less graphic for you probably. So they're bird's eye view, so they won't look like cops that much if they are cops. So yeah.
Yeah, like what GTA says, just like the 2 things I've heard about is just gooning and like just everyone flipping out about basic little things, basic little graphics things.
Yeah.
That's like just the 2 things.
The female protagonist.
Woo!
Mel's not gonna watch this far. Would.
I
Yeah.
love all the comments when I was like, everyone's like, yeah, we're hitting the strip club first. I'm like, that's the only correct response if you're playing probably GTA.
Yeah. I have had a little urge to play GTA 5. a little bit before it comes out. Uh, Maybe at some point, we'll do a GTA 5 series. The
Yeah.
months leading up to GTA 5, GTA 6.
Yeah.
So just as like all right, we're getting ready for
I
this
actually
game.
never played. I actually never played any of them.
Yeah, GTA 5 is the only one I've ever played.
I haven't played 5. I only played. I do have like a funny story. As like, I think I've talked about this
You played
before.
the GTA ripoff.
No. I had GTA 3 on PS2 as a kid,
Okay.
but I was not allowed to play Guitar Hero because that was for the. I had to be older for that, but I was old enough for GTA 3 apparently.
Okay.
And I remember vague memories as a kid. First mission, I did not do it because as soon as I spawned in, I would just started beating up everybody, all those pedestrians.
Yeah.
No, I would just be assaulting everyone in my path, and then, like, I can't let I remember this. And then the ambulance would come for them, and I start beating up the MCs. And then the other ambulance would come.
Yeah, there's
That's all I would do was just beat up people.
as a GTA player, you can play one of two ways. One, you play the game normally, play the story missions, or two, you assault anybody you see walking in front of you. There's no in between.
It's like 5-year-old me just seeing the EMTs pull up. Oh, you want some too?
No, no, no. No, sirree. You'll not be doing your jobs.
They're gonna need some for you. That's why.
They're calling backup. But yeah, we'll talk about one more thing. We are now in the final month before the Switch 2 era starts. As of us recording this, I mean, this is gonna come out like in a day or two anyway, so it's not like you guys will be seeing this like how any other video will be like 6 months from now. But yeah, so yeah, you guys see the date. It's May 9th. So June 5th is less than a month away now. I am counting down the days. I literally just googled it and I'm pretty sure it's 27 days away from the Switch 2. I might have already talked about the plans.
Yes.
Yeah, so though those plans are still in effect, they might change within the days leading up to the 5th.
Yeah, you're gonna go pick it up in the morning.
Yeah. And whatever happens will happen. We're just gonna try and create like a baseline. I know Jacob Molik will probably want to come over at some point and do an unboxing stream for FGC of his basic ass burn edition because he was like, I don't like Mario Kart, so I'll get the basic edition. It's like, bro, you get a free game basically.
Yeah. Like if or when I decide to get the Switch 2, I'm literally gonna get the Mario Kart bundle.
Yeah.
Because when I literally got my Switch OLED, like I didn't get any games.
Yeah.
I had to wait a little bit
Yeah.
before I could do anything.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not super I like Mario Kart, but I'm not super hardcore about it. But at least I'm gonna have something to play.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, man.
Don't have to spend extra money on a new game or anything.
Yeah, in case you want to pick it up in the future.
Yeah.
Because, your friends are playing it. But, whatever, man. So, yeah.
You are gonna have to get an Ethernet cable
Why is that?
for your Switch 2. Switch 2 is gonna have an Ethernet port.
I already have an Ethernet.
No,
I got one.
Well, you're gonna have to plug it into the Switch 2, so it'll be better. You'll get better connection.
Yeah, I mean, it's already plugged in. I don't know where the end of it is. It's probably down there somewhere, but...
You gotta find it.
Yeah, I had to find the end of it. It's probably a couple miles away by this point.
Yeah, because that's gonna be like your first Nintendo console that will have
Yeah.
good old Ethernet.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with that.
Hopefully it fucking is good. That should improve things a lot. Yeah. So
I mean, you trying to download a game on my PS3 from like my upstairs with Wi-Fi that was gonna take like 70 hours and using like I literally have an Ethernet phone adapter, so I can just like connect my phone to the Wi-Fi and then plug the USB on my phone with the Ethernet in it, then plug the console, my phone into the console, and literally it went down to like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So Ethernet is powerful.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, yeah. Yeah. So I don't think I discussed what the exact plans are for the possibility of the Switch 2 release day. The plan is, I don't know who's gonna take me, Jacob Molick or my parents or whatever. The plan is to get to the mall by 10 a.m. I still haven't packed before 10 a.m. obviously. I'm gonna arrive at 10:01 and be late. So no. I still have not practiced my running outs yet towards the GameStop. I have yet to do that. So yeah, but after I get my God, I hate words.
Dude, I think you gotta get there earlier. Because people are probably gonna camp out before the mall opens.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm probably just I'm probably just gonna like bring a backpack with me, to be honest, and just be like sit out. I'm probably gonna like low-key ask my parents something like, hey, I should get there early.
6 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I went to the horror thing last weekend, it was packed. We got there inside, and like the show started at 10, and we were at like for one of the lines, it was like 10:15, and we were the last ones in line before they closed it off, and it was like 15 minutes in. So, because people were camped out for like hours beforehand, before like staff got there.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy. So yeah, I'd be like, yeah, I would get there at like probably 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
Just camp out there for like a few hours.
Yeah, definitely. Shit. And like, I'm gonna scope my competition now. I'm gonna evaluate like the situation. Just based off the mental image I have of the average Nintendo fans, I think I will be able to outrun and outpace people in the GameStop. So I think I will be able to, make
Why
it
is
there.
the whole mall shaking?
Stop bugging everybody!
Jacob, hurry up!
I will leave him behind. I wouldn't even care. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
It's gonna be like Jacob gets like swept away.
It's like, fuck off, I don't know you. I did message Jacob Mole like 11 days ago saying, hey, so I'm probably just gonna have my parents come take me to the mall on the 5th, unless you understand that I will run and probably leave you behind on the way to GameStop, because I don't want to wait in line for hours. He has not responded. So I'm sure he took it lightly. But yeah, if me and Jacob go together, me and Jacob Molick go together, I will literally bounce off him for extra speed and use him to my advantage.
Just getting swept away into the void.
It's like, do you guys hear something? Do you guys hear a gay fat man? But I mean, yeah.
Oh my goodness,
It'll be
if it was chaos on pre-order day, it's gonna be chaos on pickup day.
Yeah, for sure. I kind of low-key wish I had the delivery option, even though it probably still take hours to do. But I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't mind waiting for a couple hours.
I'm probably gonna wait. If I decide, I'm probably gonna wait for Amazon drop.
Yeah,
I know it's gonna take a while.
If it even
probably will. I mean, that's
happens. No, because Nintendo and Amazon hate each other right now. So.
Well, I mean, Amazon still sells Nintendo stuff anyway. So.
I mean, yeah.
I think it's just gonna take some time, probably.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Because I'm probably just gonna, if I get Amazon gift cards, I'm just gonna stock up on those, save those,
Yeah. Might as well.
and then if or when it drops, and I'm like, okay, all right, I'll do it. Then I'll be ready.
Yeah.
And it probably won't be as bad because everyone probably got theirs already, and
Yeah.
it's actually, I don't think they restocked yet.
Probably not.
No, because I didn't get any notifications yet about a restock yet.
Yeah. I think they're very struggling at the moment.
Yeah. They're probably gonna have a restock, online restock, probably on release day, maybe.
Yeah.
That's probably
I think
how
they're
it
like
goes.
stocking up for that day specifically.
Yeah. Then there's probably gonna be another restock,
Yeah.
and it's probably not gonna be as bad.
Yeah. So the plan is when I get back home, I'm gonna jerk off. But after that, the plan will be, because you said you're gonna be somehow awake. I have my doubts.
Don't count me out yet.
I
You
think
you will have to call me.
I will.
I have a haircut in the afternoon, so that's like the only gripe is like of me coming over. It's like that's gonna be, but I think that's more like towards the evening maybe. So yeah, but it's gonna depend on, because I'm not gonna be up around waiting for you if you're like still at the mall, and if it's like
I could very well be waiting like half the day too.
Yeah.
So who knows?
Yeah.
What
So
will
I'm like,
happen.
I'm not gonna wait.
Yeah.
So I would think you would just call me, being like, "All right,
Yeah.
I'm out. I'm out of the mall. I survived. I don't know where Jacob is, but fuck him. He's gone. He's gone.
Dead now. Thank
He's
God.
gone. He's just gone now.
Yeah.
I think they ate him for sustenance.
Yeah. There was no other food, so they went to the biggest food source available.
He's just
and
gone
he
now.
just so happened to be there in the vicinity. I'm sure that his gravitational orbit suctioned people towards him. So, but I do know Dale is gonna be in the mall as well. He went to Best Buy. Waited with a coworker of his. Well, they're friends, so a coworker friend of it. Well, they were friends before. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say.
I think all those stores are on the same floor.
No,
So-
Best Buy. Oh yeah, probably actually
Yeah.
maybe.
So there's just gonna be this standoff, just being like, "You here for Switch
All the-
2?
all the-
Which store?"
all the Target people and Best Buy people and GameStop people are trying to get by each other. Like,
Yeah.
move, Kobe, move, move out of the way. I'm trying to get to insert game store here. Like, bro, it's gonna be pandemonium.
Then the one guy that's just walking by all of them, they're like, "Where the hell
Where's
is he?"
Belmont?
No, he's just like, "I pre-ordered at the retro game store later." Like, oh,
How?
I don't know if they actually did that, but
They
Just-
did not.
that'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, me and Jacob did go to the retro game store, and they're like, yeah, there's like a girl there, like, yeah, I don't think we're doing that. I know.
We gotta wait for it to be in use
Yeah.
condition.
Yeah.
So give it like a month or two.
Yeah.
Give it a month or two when it comes out.
Yeah, right?
Gotta wait for it to show up used.
Oh, man. I'm feeling all sorts of emotions, honestly, because, yeah. I'm really excited, obviously, but I'm going to be so nervous on the morning. Just,
Probably
That
not
entire day.
Probably not even gonna sleep.
yeah. I'm
I didn't
like,
sleep before the convention.
I'm like, probably, bro, it's gonna be like a thing where like a military army guy just like leaves to join the first, and he just gives like a wife his goodbye and gives her a kiss. I'm gonna be like that with Mel, like 5 a.m. as I'm leaving, like, goodbye baby, I'll see you when I get back. And we're just gonna say bye, and I'm not gonna see her again until 10 years from now.
He's just comatose. And it would be, the joke would be, you don't even open it. You're still just holding it as just like and you're just in this like comatose state of just like, because you saw some like unspeakable horrors happen at trying to pick up a Switch 2.
I saw like two people get their jaws ripped off and like another person gets scalped. It's like I got the Switch 2, but at what cost? Well, $550, but God.
Then you just hear GTA 6 guy.
Wait, they shadow dropped GTA 6 today too? Oh God!
Matt, the Switch 2 came out 5 years ago. You haven't opened it.
You don't understand the
It's
horrors.
covered in dust.
The screams that are coming from within that box. Do not open it. I can hear the screams from inside the Switch 2 box. Don't open it. Please.
It's like, I've won, but at what cost?
But yeah, I can't wait. I'm probably gonna be that who. I'm gonna probably be the guy who scalps somebody though.
You're gonna.
I'm gonna scalp somebody. I will bring a knife just in case I have to.
Oh my god.
Imagine, like, it just turns into that much of a war zone in there that it's just like every man for himself.
And you know the funny thing? The GameStop employees would be like, guys, we have enough for all of you. Why are you killing each other?
Guys, there's 180 Switch 2s back in the store supply unit. You do not need to kill each other. Put your switchblades away. Just get in line. We will be swift and quick. Just stay calm.
Someone's got the Wii Remote nunchucks going.
Jesus. God.
We have enough for all of you. Why are you doing this?
You do not need to be castrating each other. You guys don't need to be doing all this. Jesus. Lord have mercy.
Oh my god.
Everyone's just like getting all the games off the shelves too, just because like everybody's hallucinating from the war, so they're just like they think everything is a Switch 2 game. But instead, some guy picks up Big Bunny's Adventure for the PS2, thinking it's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Switch for the Switch 2. The cashier's just like, okay, that is not a Switch 2 game, sir. That is a Big Bunny Deluxe Adventure game for the PS2. Put that down.
How much for Mario Kart World? Dude, that's literally Just Dance 2007. What are you doing?
Sir, that's Big Bonanza's Adventure 3.
That's Super Monkey Ball.
Sir, that's Hey Pikmin for the 3DS. Well, put that away. Nobody's been buying that. Imagine just going in the store alongside everybody else, and you just like you don't even get a Switch 2. You're just there for like a random PS1 game. Yeah, I want Ultra 3D.
Can I get Spyro and then Randy Orange shows up and RKO's him out of nowhere? Then across you, there's like Build-A-Bear, and then there's the gamers invade Build-A-Bear. Like, where's the Switch 2?
We're hallucinating, says everybody in unison.
It's just kicking children out of the way.
Move. I need to get my hands on the Switch 2. somehow people are going down to the pretzel store. Like, where's the Switch 2? It's like, please, this is the pretzel store. Go upstairs.
Imagine like one of like the beauty stores and like, oh my god, what's going on over there? And then someone just comes in crashing through the wall.
They don't even use the entrance. They just crash through the glass.
They run back.
Like, nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
Do you guys have the Switch 2?
Like, oh my god, are you okay? And he's just like, Switch 2, where is it?
Where's the gaming console?
Where's the gaming console made by Nintendo called the Nintendo Switch 2?
Sir, that's upstairs! You didn't even make it upstairs in time!
GameStop just turns into Waffle House at this point.
Bro, I'm gonna be like scared for my life in there. I'm gonna be like, okay, evaluating the situation, like, okay, what's the best course of action? What's the best corner to lay in? Do I use a dead body to cover me up and just lunge attack randomly when someone comes near me? What is the course of action?
You do the box stealth from like Metal Gear.
Yeah. It's an entire Fortnite lobby all in one GameStop store. Were we learning, boys, the PS2 section or the Funko Pop section? Oh my god.
I like to think that with that, when you said Fortnite, I like just, there's some people, there's so much chaos and there's some people in the corner emoting.
There's people dropping down from the ceiling because that's how they get there.
Oh my god. Oh, the mall GameStop massacre.
It's happening in all three stores in the mall. There's pandemonium going on in Target.
Wait, oh yeah.
And Best Buy as well.
Just no.
We learned Dale's demise 10 hours later. He did not make it.
He got pushed. He got thrown through a table.
He got thrown in the TV section. It was somehow across the entire store.
No. He like fell through the TV and he's like sticking out through the TV.
He went through the entire flat-inch TV.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
We learned Jacob is half eaten.
Jacob gets eaten.
Gets eaten alive. Still trying to crawl his way there. Oh my god. And then the mall security is just coming out like, so one of the Target balls escaped.
He gets thrown in it. It comes right at him.
So one of the Target balls from outside came in here. He says he's trying to get the Switch 2.
Just
no, I'm
crushed
here
like
for
a boulder.
I'm here for the Switch 2. I was eaten alive.
Cut to Walmart. It's just quiet.
Yeah.
Just...
There's still fighting going on, but they don't know the Switch 2 came out.
They're just fighting in general.
Yeah, they're still fighting in general.
Hey, did you guys know the Switch 2 came out today? Like, yeah.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's my bra, bitch!
So yeah, anyway, Switch 2, Mario Kart World.
Yeah, it's a popular game franchise.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Mario?
Yeah. Then you just cut back to GameStop and everyone's just killing each other.
Everyone's just screaming frantically. People are shaking each other. The cashier gets just like, guys, we have 100 left. There's 90 left of you.
No, nobody's claimed one yet. Nobody's grabbed one yet. As soon as everyone gets there, they're swinging.
They walk in the store, just like, alright, who wants it? Who wants this? Oh my god. It's like, not a single Switch 2 in that store is being bought.
Or claimed or picked up yet.
The only game being bought is the PS4 version of Mega Man 10.
And it's like 9 p.m. and you're so beaten and you're just every inch of you is just fighting just to get to the counter and you're just like one Switch 2, here's my receipt.
Yeah.
And they're just like, the store's gonna be closing.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So you have to leave. Come back tomorrow.
You just die right there.
Death because no Switch 2.
There's no Switch 2.
Oh. God. Well,
You were the only one who got one, who made it to the counter.
yeah. The only one who made an effort to go up to the counter and buy
Just every time someone went to the counter, they'd get like tackled. Like, no!
Let me get it!
They're like, guys, we have enough.
There's literally 30 of you left remaining. Each of you can get 5. Just please stop.
Oh my god.
People think this is Target now because of all the red. The Target people are coming up here now. Bro, it turns into like Clan Wars. All the Target people are fighting the Best Buy people.
No, it's that Spencer me when Gibby's gonna hit him with a stop sign, and the guy from Target's like, "Is there a Switch 2?" Just is there one left? It's like nobody's got one. Nobody has bought one or picked theirs up yet. It's just
Yeah, and any of these stores, we're willing to give anyone away, even one that's pre-ordered.
please.
Just somebody buy one. We have so many homicides that have happened in the store today. It's a lost profit.
In property damage.
Yeah. We have gained nothing. Even if we all sell all these Switch 2s, which is unlikely at this point, we will not make profit from today, and it's because of you guys killing each other.
Oh my god.
That'd be quite humorous. People treating the GameStop cashier like a ammo person, like, do you got any grenades back there? You guys got ammo shells or something I can use here? My knife broke. I don't know where my knife is.
Do you have a Wii? They're just like, you have a Wii U? Do you have the Wii U gamepad? And they're like,
for what? It's like, I need a weapon.
They're like, thank you.
Please look at the gamepad.
Just hits him in the head with the gamepad.
Oh my god. Well, that's going to do it for this one. We have Animal Crossing to get to.
Yes.
If you enjoyed, make sure you guys like the video and subscribe.
We need GameStop Brawl animated.
Yeah, we need that to happen. And then the aftermath is just all the fucking people from the 3 stores having to go back to their cars, crossing paths, and they're fighting over the Switch 2s they already have. It's like, I want that one actually.
Standoff.
Yeah.
Everyone's just covered in blood and like broken. Their bones are broken. Yeah. Someone's got an eye out, got their eye gouged out, and they're just like, "You got to Switch 2?" And it's like,
you have it right there.
I think my son needs another one.
Yeah.
I think I need one for my son. Well, I need to play the new Mario Kart.
And I did not order the Mario Kart bundle in time.
And I did not order the Mario Kart. I see it right there. You got the game card? Yeah. I'm gonna take that game card over my dead body. Fair enough. Because I will beat you so badly, you will be. And he just dies right there. He's like,
everyone.
You can't even like.
Nobody leaves the the mall successfully.
No one makes it out.
Yeah. Well, bye.
Goodbye.